Well, aloha everybody. I'm here at the start of the Slick Rock Trail, famous Slick Rock Trail in Moab, Utah. I've come 600 miles from Las Vegas to arrive here, and it's a really, really neat place. I'm going to pan around and you can see what's going on. Here's the white dotted line, ever so famous. We'll take a little walk while I update you. My stay in Escalante was beautiful, and the First Baptist Church, Minister Dale and his congregation blessed me with food, a space blanket, and some money for my travels. It was absolutely wonderful, and I made new friends and new fellowship in Christ, which was fabulous. Really enjoyed that a lot. We're going to walk down here a little bit, and we're going to just try to look and see what goes on with the mountain bikers. Anyway, after leaving Escalante, I continued to pedal until I made it up onto the Hogsback just outside of Boulder, Utah, and the next morning pedaled into Boulder, Utah. Boulder, Utah wasn't all that impressive, but I met a man there. He was something else. His name is John, and he's traveling on his custom bike. It was absolutely beautiful. 5-inch tires, this pinion system, no derailleur. He plans to cycle all 7 continents, including Antarctica. He had his dog with him. It was really lovely. I learned a lot talking with him. After leaving Boulder, I cycled down the Burr Trail Road, and I have to say the Burr Trail Road was spectacular. Absolutely phenomenal. The most fun I've had in a long time. Really beautiful scenery. I posted some pictures from there, and I'm sure everybody's enjoying them. Just wanted everybody to know I'm doing well. I am, like I said, about 600 miles into this big journey of mine. And here come more and more folks coming right past me. And things are going well. I was able to enjoy a nice lunch today. And I enjoyed a nice lunch at the brewery. And I've been subsisting on mashed potatoes and peanut butter. And it's just not been quite all that good for me. I really need to be on a paleo diet. So I just had a burger without the bun and a salad today, and it felt really good to get back onto my normal diet and work on some of this inflammation. Night times have been cold, and my neck definitely has been waking me up and hurting me, but I've discovered that a few hand warmers placed in the right place under my hat and the nape of my neck really helps immensely the next morning, so that I'm not so stiff and blurry vision and some of the other issues that I have when that part of my neck is not functional. I plan to stay here in Boulder Boulder in Moab for a little while, maybe upwards of a week. Big thumbs up to wherever my thumb is, Tim Wilson. But Tim Wilson sent me along my brand new climbing shoes and my climbing harness. Thank you very much for that. And I'm going to be preparing for my climb of Castleton Tower. Hopefully that goes well. I'm looking forward to that. Moab is a lovely little town. It reminds me a lot of Portland. There are lots of nice eateries. There are bike lanes everywhere. It's very bike friendly. As you can see, there's just a lot of cyclists doing the cycling thing. And here comes one now. And off they go. And they're really enjoying this. I would need a proper mountain bike to actually do this trail.
Did you do it all?
Perhaps
Except for that last one.
Perhaps I'll be able to rent one at some point. I don't know. Another great big shout out and thumbs up to Mary Elizabeth for blessing me, not once but twice, with funds. It's an invitation, of course, to anybody else that wants to Venmo me. You can find that information in my bio. I really appreciate anything anyone does. Comments are well appreciated. Keep me moving, keep me chugging along. I've certainly experienced some tired nights, but overall I think I'm thinning down and I'm getting fit and feeling good. I'm going to be heading out of here shortly to go look for this evening's campsite. There is a folk festival this weekend that hopefully I'll be able to attend, and that'll be good. And I'm looking forward to some live music. And so far I've really been enjoying my trek across southwestern Utah. From the Burr Trail I ended up at the top of Capitol Reef National Park, and it was spectacular. I camped at the very top of the Burr Switchbacks. It was a cold night. The wind blew like heck. I can't believe it, but I survived, of course. And the next day had the most beautiful 20 miles of just solitude and desert riding on gravel, and it was really, really lovely. The next couple of days out to Hanksville was a big day, probably 50 miles, and the day after that, 70 miles. Covering a lot of ground to get here to Moab. So I'm happy to be in Moab, happy to be enjoying the space that is here. I hope everybody at home is having a great time. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Know that I'm doing fairly well, definitely feeling thinner and stronger and getting ready for some climate action. Things are going well. And after the Burr Trail in Hanksville, which was great, I came to that Hollow Mountain store. You've seen those pictures. And then it was just open desert travel for a long ways. That's why I did 70 miles that day. Spent the night out in the open desert, and the next morning pedaled basically, I believe, to here. And so it's been a very, very interesting journey. I have to say that the First Baptist Church gets just a huge thank you for blessing me with so many wonderful things and meeting so many new people. Things are going well. Equipment seems to be holding out. Bike's doing well. And, Rick's getting his workout in, that's for sure. But I look forward to talking to everybody later. We're going to have some other adventures. I hope everybody's getting outside and enjoying themselves. And, doing the best they can to exercise, eat right, and be grateful for all the things that we have. So, again, greetings from the Slick Rock Trail, and I will talk to you all soon. Aloha.